Today we are doing a general flossing practice. This is the fascia flosses that I like to do every day just to keep my body nice and open. Under this pile of blankets is a tiny chihuahua named Tito. He's probably just going to be sleeping there, so that's what that pile is. If you have a couple of blocks, please grab them. We are going to come into a hands and knees position. So you're going to bring those knees a little bit wider, and you will replace your hands with your elbows. You have elbows beneath the shoulders, lifting of the low ribs. Scoot your nose forwards. It feels like you're trying to pull your elbows towards your knees as you slip the hips back in space. So the whole premise of this fascia flossing is a movement called shearing. Relax to come forwards. Pull the elbows back as you slip your hips back in space. And then relax to come forwards. So what we're doing is tensing while we lengthen to start to work with our connective tissue. Let's go for a few more of these. As soon as you feel like you've reached your range, when you go back, you feel like you're not engaging anymore, then just relax to come forwards. Okay, lovely. Come back through center. We're going to flip our hands over now. Palms are facing up. Bring those elbows all the way together. Forearms are together. Pinky fingers are together. And you are pushing your forearms and elbows into the floor. Puff up through the back of your heart, and then we'll just begin to let the shoulders dip to the right and dip to the left. Plugging those forearms down, puffing up through the back of the chest. Now we're working into that tissue, the shoulder blades at the back of the shoulders. That's good. Two more. Lovely. Coming back to center. Lift all the way back up to hands and knees. Scooch those knees in. Well, actually, if you have blocks, grab them and just put the short edges of the blocks together. If you don't have blocks, please don't freak out. We're going to have our 10 fingers pointing towards each other, and it feels like you're trying to squeeze the blocks together. As you do that, you're going to very, very slowly let the chest lower it down. So we're now working on the front of the body again. And then just relax to lift up, working on the heart channel. It's a squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as the chest lowers down. And then relax to lift up. Keep going like that. We had a few false starts today because Tito was really cold, so we've got him. It feels kind of funny that I've got this pile of blanket there, but there is a dog underneath. Relax to come up. He's in quite a clingy phase at the moment and just wants to be next to me. So here he is, under all his blankets. What a life. I wish I could just travel around under a pile of blankets and be close to the people I love. How nice would that be? So the hands are squeezing as you lower it down. And relax to lift up. Very nice. Come back to sit on your heels. Let the shoulders roll back and down. We're going to go to the back of the chest again. So a lot of back, front, working on the dense tissue that most of us have around our chest and shoulders. So let's come into an eagle pose. So wrapping right arm underneath the left. You can choose to hold the shoulders or to come into an eagle arms, whatever works best in your body. And then you're just simply squeezing elbows together. And that can be it. If you'd like to, you can start to undulate the spine. So it's something like a cat-cow going down and up. Keep going like that. Elbows squeezing. And then let's come through center, unravel the arms, and swap sides. We're going to be going fairly quickly around the body, so you've got the freedom to pause the video. Keep those elbows squeezing. You can just stay like that, or you can undulate the spine. So very welcome to do that, to pause and take a little longer if it feels good. Thing is, you don't want to overdo it. We can overdo it, and that can lead to a pretty strong detox reaction. So don't go for too long if you are going a little longer. Okay, let's come back through center, unravel the arms, roll the shoulders back and down. For this next one, if you have like a countertop nearby, I'd love for you to stand up and go to that countertop. I'm going to create a little makeshift countertop with my blocks, and those blocks are over to the right. So if I was standing next to a kitchen bench, I would just be standing to the right. And then I'm going to bring my forearm onto those blocks, onto the blocks or onto the countertop. I'm plugging the forearm down. My left hand is coming nice and wide here, just so I can slowly lower the chest and then relax to lift. Forearm plugging down. I'm going to actually scooch up so my elbows really plugging. Press down as the chest slowly lowers and relax to lift. Let's go a few more. Last one. Wonderful work. If you are standing to the right, now stand to the left of the countertop, or scooch your blocks over to the left. I'm scooching my whole body over to the right. Right fingers are off the mat. I'm pressing my forearm into my surface, and then I'm slowly letting the chest lower it down, and then just relax to lift back up. Press down, down, down as I lower, 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 and then relax to lift. Just a few more. And last one. Lovely. Let's lift up. Come back onto your mat if you're not there. We're now going to go into the lower body. I like blocks underneath hands. You can have hands on floor if you don't have blocks. I've stepped my right foot to the outside of my right hand, so I'm in a low lunge, and it feels like I'm pulling my right heel back. As I do that, I'm going to slowly, slowly slip the hips back in space and then relaxing to come forward. So we're getting into the medial hamstring here. It feels like heel is pulling back, and then we relax to come forward. So we'll do a few more of those. Blocks might be pulling a little further back. So if you are brand new to fascia flossing, this is the best way that I have found to change your fascia long term. There's so many ways we can work with fascia, with myofascial release balls, yin yoga, fascial maneuvers, so many things. Massage, just movement in general. Fascia loves movement. Come forwards. Let's now walk. Let's bring the right foot out to the right, in line with the left knee. It feels like you're pulling your right leg in. So we're engaging through the inner thigh. Blocks might come onto a lower setting, or you might even get rid of them for now. Feel that right heel squeezing in as the hips slip back in space. And then relax to come forward. But this particular style of fascia release, like shearing, engaging a muscle while we lengthen it, also known as pandiculation, has been the most effective way I have found to actually change your fascia in a more long-term sense and deal with pain, deal with fascial adhesions and tightness. It just feels so good. Okay. Next time you come back, we're going to bring the right knee next to the left knee. I'm stepping my left foot forward to the outside of the left hand. Blocks are coming onto a higher setting. It feels like I'm pulling the left heel back. While I do that, I'm going to slip those hips back. Relax to come forwards. And so as you go back, really pay attention to that tissue in the inner thigh. And you might notice that there's an area that feels a little sticky, a little crunchy, a little tight. And you can really slow it down over that spot as we start to bring some hydration back into the tissue. So we allow the tissue to restructure and come back to a more lovely tensile structure. Okay. Next time you come forwards, we're going to bring the left leg out to the left in line with your right knee. It can be helpful to scooch that right knee wide. Blocks can come down a notch or come out of the way. And then we're slowly slipping hips back. And then relaxing to come forwards. Paying attention to the tissue of your inner thigh. And same thing, you might notice there's an area that feels a little bit dense, a little sticky. And we're helping to let that tissue restructure. Good, let's go one more. Wonderful work. Come forwards, sit down. We're now going to come onto our backs. Swim those legs out in front of you. Sip of coffee. You may want a block underneath your head to make a pillow. That's just going to help the floor to come up a little closer. We're now working into the quadriceps. So interlacing the hands behind your right thigh. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Just a moment there, pointing and flexing the foot. And then we're going to bring our left leg on top, resting left ankle on top of right thigh. My left leg is going to start to push the right leg down, and then lift back up. And now we can start to apply a tensile force in the ankles. So as the left leg pushes the right leg down, the right leg is resisting. And with enough resistance, you'll start to feel that quadricep is working, baby. We're getting hot. Maybe even getting a little fatigued. Applying just enough pressure that you feel it working, not so much that you can't move. So if you look at me, you'll see that my heel is coming all the way to my tushy, and then we go back up. And I'll spin sideways so you can see from a different angle. I've got my left knee kind of angled out to the side. And then I'm going to start to angle the legs so all of my toes are heading over towards the right. And that's going to help get the inner edge of the quadricep. Yep, and then we're going to go the other way. So the toes are kind of angling towards the left. Wonderful, come up. Swap sides, catch hold of left thigh, right ankle goes on top. I've got my right knee kind of pointing out to the side. That feels most comfortable for me. Right leg is pushing left leg down, and left leg is resisting. And so today's practice is touching on all of the major meridian pathways of the body. And the way we do that is we're working into like the most meaty part of our muscles. So right now we're doing the stomach meridian. I'm working with the quadricep. Working on the most meaty part of the body that has that meridian running through, as that part of the body is usually the most dense, the most adhesed. We'll now angle down towards the right. Keep a nice steady breath and then angle down towards the left. Okay. Whew. That one always gets me. We're going to do one last floss. If you've got blocks, grab them and stack them on top of each other. If you don't have blocks, look for something, like maybe a couple of books that you can put underneath your left foot, just so I've got that left foot elevated a little bit. And my right ankle is coming on top of the left thigh. So we're now moving into gallbladder, working on the glute and the outer hip. You're going to basket your hands over the right leg and begin to push your right knee into your hands. And so already I'm starting to feel that glute tissue starting to light up. While maintaining that tensile force in the hands, I'm going to start to pull the knee towards the face and then just relax to release. Pressing knee into hands as the hands pull the knee. So if you look at me, you'll see that the knee is moving. It's coming towards me, towards my chest or my face. And then I just relax to let it go. I resist to pull in and relax to let go. Let's do just a couple more. Wonderful. Let's release. Scooch the blocks over. We're now going left ankle on top of right thigh. Hands are going to basket over the left knee. The left knee is pushing into the hands as the hands pull the knee towards the face. And relax to release. Let's do a few more of these. So we resist as we draw in. And then we relax to let it go. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Very lovely work. You can scooch those blocks out of the way. Just a moment to let the knees knock in toward each other, a moment to let your body settle. And just feel what is moving through your body. Noticing any sensations. Maybe some warmth, some buzzing, some pulsing. And you can stay there in Shavasana for as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, you can roll up and out. I feel like I want to show you Tito. I know he's having a little nap, but do you want to come and say hello to the people? You want to wake up my little love? This is Tito. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Sleepy boy.